The year 2022 marked a turning point in the landscape of abortion in America. The Supreme Court's landmark decision in Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization overturned the long-standing precedent set by Roe v. Wade. This decision sent shockwaves across the nation, igniting both celebration and concern. The legal right to abortion, once considered settled law, was no longer protected at the federal level. The Dobbs decision did not outlaw abortion nationwide. Instead, it returned the power to regulate abortion to individual states. This shift in legal authority led to a flurry of legislative activity. Some states moved swiftly to enact strict bans or severe restrictions on abortion. Other states, meanwhile, sought to protect and expand access to abortion care. This patchwork of state laws has created a complex and often confusing reality for women seeking abortions. The legal landscape varies dramatically depending on one's state of residence. This disparity in access has raised serious concerns about equity and justice. The overturning of Roe v. Wade has undoubtedly reshaped the abortion debate in America. It has energized both sides of the issue, leading to increased activism and political engagement. The legal and ethical complexities of abortion continue to be debated in courtrooms, legislatures, and communities across the country. In the wake of the Dobbs decision, the landscape of abortion access has shifted dramatically. While some states have enacted strict bans, others have seen an increase in the number of abortions performed. This surge is largely attributed to the growing prevalence of medication abortions. Medication abortions, also known as chemical abortions, involve the use of two drugs, mifepristone and misoprostol. These drugs work together to terminate a pregnancy in its early stages. Unlike surgical abortions, which require a clinical setting, medication abortions can be performed at home. The availability of medication abortions through telehealth and online pharmacies has significantly expanded access, particularly in states with restrictive abortion laws. Women in these states may opt to obtain abortion pills through these avenues, even if it means traveling across state lines. The rise of medication abortions has also fueled a heated debate over their safety and regulation. Proponents argue that medication abortions are safe and effective when used appropriately. Opponents, however, express concerns about potential complications and the lack of direct medical supervision. The increasing prevalence of medication abortions underscores the evolving nature of the abortion landscape in a post-Roe America. As technology advances and access to information expands, new challenges and considerations emerge, shaping the ongoing debate surrounding abortion rights and access. The decision to have an abortion is deeply personal and often complex. While individual circumstances vary widely, research has consistently shown that economic and social pressures play a significant role in many women's decision-making processes. These pressures can create overwhelming challenges, leading some women to feel that abortion is their only option. Poverty is a major factor influencing abortion decisions. Women living in poverty often lack access to essential resources such as stable housing, affordable health care, and quality childcare. These economic hardships can make it extremely difficult to raise a child, particularly for single mothers or women in unstable relationships. Lack of access to healthcare is another significant barrier. Many women face challenges in accessing affordable and comprehensive prenatal care, especially in rural areas or communities with limited healthcare infrastructure. When women are unable to access the medical care they need during pregnancy, they may feel forced to consider abortion as a way to protect their own health or the well-being of their existing children. Social isolation and lack of support networks also contribute to the decision to have an abortion. Women facing unplanned pregnancies may feel alone and overwhelmed. They may lack the emotional, practical, or financial support from partners, family members, or their communities. This isolation can make the prospect of raising a child feel insurmountable. Addressing the root causes of abortion requires a multifaceted approach that tackles these underlying social and economic disparities. This includes expanding access to affordable housing, healthcare, childcare, and education. It also involves fostering supportive communities that provide women with the resources and encouragement they need to make life-affirming choices for themselves and their families. In recent years, numerous states have enacted laws aimed at ensuring that women considering abortion have access to comprehensive information about their pregnancies. These laws often focus on providing detailed information about fetal development, the potential risks and benefits of abortion, and available alternatives such as adoption. One common provision in these information laws requires healthcare providers to offer women the opportunity to view an ultrasound image of their developing fetus. Proponents of these laws argue that viewing an ultrasound can help women make more informed decisions about their pregnancies. They believe that seeing the visual representation of their unborn child can strengthen the emotional bond between mother and child. Another area of focus in information laws is providing detailed information about fetal conditions such as Down syndrome. These laws often mandate that healthcare providers distribute state-produced materials that include information about the condition, available support services, and personal stories from families raising children with Down syndrome. However, the implementation and enforcement of these information laws vary widely from state to state. Critics argue that some of these laws are designed to discourage women from seeking abortions rather than providing unbiased information. They contend that requiring healthcare providers to present potentially biased information can interfere with the patient-doctor relationship and limit women's autonomy in making healthcare decisions. The debate over information laws highlights the tension between promoting informed consent and potentially influencing women's choices. As states continue to grapple with these complex issues, it is essential to ensure that women have access to accurate, unbiased information presented in a supportive and non-coercive manner. This approach respects women's autonomy while empowering them to make informed decisions that align with their values and circumstances. Section 5. Integral Human Development, Nurturing Life-Affirming Choices. The decision to choose life, to embrace motherhood and all its challenges and rewards, is a profound one. For many women facing unplanned pregnancies, however, the fear of the unknown, the weight of responsibility, and the lack of support can make this decision feel impossible. This is where the concept of integral human development becomes essential in creating a culture that truly supports both mothers and their children. Integral human development recognizes that every human being deserves the opportunity to flourish, to reach their full potential. It acknowledges that this flourishing requires more than just material resources. It necessitates addressing the physical, emotional, social, and spiritual needs of every individual. For women facing unplanned pregnancies, integral human development translates into creating a safety net that catches them when they feel like they're falling. It means ensuring access to quality healthcare, affordable housing, and childcare. It means providing job training and educational opportunities that empower women to become self-sufficient. But it also means so much more than that. It means fostering a sense of community where women feel loved and supported, not judged or condemned. It means surrounding them with people who believe in their strength and resilience, who are willing to walk alongside them through the challenges and triumphs of motherhood. Section 6. A Legacy of Advocacy, the Church's Enduring Commitment. The Catholic Church, along with many other faith-based communities, has long been a vocal advocate for the sanctity of human life from conception to natural death. This unwavering commitment to life is rooted in the belief that every human being, regardless of age, stage of development, or circumstance, is created in the image and likeness of God, and therefore possesses inherent dignity and worth. For decades, the Church has been at the forefront of the pro-life movement, working tirelessly to change hearts and minds, to promote a culture of life that cherishes the gift of every human person. This advocacy has taken many forms, from peaceful protests and educational campaigns to providing direct support to pregnant women and families in need. One of the most impactful ways the Church has lived out its pro-life commitment is through the establishment of pregnancy resource centers. These centers, often staffed by dedicated volunteers, offer a wide range of services to women facing unplanned pregnancies, including counseling, material assistance, parenting classes, and adoption referrals. The Church's advocacy also extends beyond direct service provision. Bishops and other church leaders have consistently spoken out against abortion, urging lawmakers to enact policies that protect the unborn and support families. They have also challenged society to address the root causes of abortion, such as poverty, lack of access to healthcare, and social isolation. Section 7. Confronting Ethical Dilemmas, the Value of Every Life. The debate surrounding abortion often centers on complex ethical and moral considerations that touch upon deeply held beliefs about the beginning of life, the rights of women, and the role of government. While there is no easy answer to these multifaceted questions, it is essential to approach this sensitive topic with compassion, empathy, and a willingness to engage in respectful dialogue. One of the most challenging ethical dilemmas arises when considering cases of fetal abnormalities. In some instances, prenatal testing may reveal severe or life-limiting conditions that pose significant challenges for both the child and the family. These situations raise agonizing questions about suffering, quality of life, and the moral responsibility to protect vulnerable individuals. The practice of selective abortion, where a pregnancy is terminated based solely on the sex of the fetus, also raises serious ethical concerns. This practice, often rooted in cultural preferences or economic anxieties, devalues the inherent dignity of every human life and perpetuates harmful gender stereotypes. The ethical considerations surrounding abortion extend beyond the individual circumstances to encompass broader societal implications. Some argue that a society's willingness to embrace or reject the protection of the unborn reflects its values and its commitment to justice for the most vulnerable. They contend that a truly just and compassionate society is one that upholds the dignity of all its members, from the moment of conception to natural death. Section 8. Embracing Adoption, a Path to Hope and Healing. In the midst of the often contentious debate surrounding abortion, adoption stands as a courageous and compassionate alternative, a testament to the enduring power of love and the boundless capacity of the human heart. While adoption is not always an easy or straightforward path, it offers a profound opportunity for healing, hope, and the creation of new families bound together by an act of selfless love. Adoption is a decision rooted in love, both for the child being placed for adoption and for the adoptive family, longing to open their hearts and homes. For birth parents facing difficult circumstances, adoption can provide a loving and selfless way to ensure their child's well-being while acknowledging their own limitations. For adoptive families, adoption represents a long-held dream fulfilled, a chance to shower a child with love and provide a nurturing and supportive environment. Adoption is a journey that transcends biology, creating families connected by a shared commitment to love, cherish, and support one another. However, the path to adoption is not without its complexities. Navigating the legal and logistical hurdles of adoption can be daunting. The emotional toll on birth parents, adoptive families, and the children involved can be significant. Building a culture that truly embraces adoption requires addressing these challenges head-on. It means streamlining the adoption process, making it more accessible and affordable for families. It means providing comprehensive support services to birth parents, adoptive families, and adopted children. Section 9. Toward a Culture of Life, a comprehensive pro-life strategy. Creating a culture that truly values and protects every human life requires a comprehensive and compassionate approach that addresses the complex factors that contribute to the prevalence of abortion. This pro-life strategy must extend beyond simply opposing abortion to encompass a holistic vision of human flourishing that prioritizes the needs of both mothers and their children. A key pillar of this pro-life strategy is addressing the root causes of abortion. This includes tackling poverty by expanding access to affordable housing, healthcare, childcare, and education. It also involves creating family-friendly workplaces that provide paid family leave, flexible scheduling, and on-site childcare options. Another crucial aspect is providing robust support systems for pregnant women and families. This includes expanding access to quality prenatal care, parenting classes, and mental health services. It also means fostering supportive communities where families can access resources, connect with other parents, and find encouragement in their parenting journeys. Promoting adoption as a loving and viable alternative to abortion is also essential. This includes streamlining the adoption process, making it more affordable and accessible for families. It also involves providing comprehensive support services to birth parents, adoptive families, and adopted children throughout the adoption journey and beyond. Finally, changing hearts and minds is paramount. This requires engaging in respectful dialogue, sharing personal stories, and challenging societal norms that devalue motherhood, family life, and the inherent dignity of every human person. Building a culture of life is an ongoing journey, a collective effort that demands compassion, courage, and unwavering commitment. By working together to address the root causes of abortion, support pregnant women and families, promote adoption, and change hearts and minds, we can create a society that truly cherishes the gift of every human life.